Hey, you guys, Desmond here.
And LaCresha.
And welcome back to the Unapologetically Honest Show, the show where we give our unapologetically honest opinion on our favorite shows and everything else we want to talk about. Just being real. So today we are here to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 14, Episode 11, an extra special episode. Now, I gotta be real, this extra special episode, I enjoyed way more than last season's extra special episode. Because remember, it was that COVID episode they did right dab in the middle of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I enjoyed this extra special episode, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've made it clear I enjoyed this episode. What did you think of this episode?
Well, I mean, I enjoyed last season's little special episode too, but that was more like, you know, it's this tough time and we're trying to let everybody know that we're going through it too. And this is how
we could have did that at the end of the season. After we did the finale, we could have did that special then.
Okay. But you know what? This was a little bit more entertaining.
Oh, definitely. And I'm going to say this, we should do an episode with all lip syncs every season. Because they did it with season 13. And even though I didn't like the whole pork chop lounge thing, I love the idea of them walking into the workroom. Go to the main stage, you're finna lip sync. Let's go. Let's go. And then All-Star 6, the Silky Nutmeg Hour. I live for that.
Is that what you're going to call it? The Silky Hour?
The Silky Hour, yes.
And, well, yeah, because that's essentially what it turned into.
And then this one, I love, like, none of these lip syncs were bad. Not a single one of them were bad. Although we have one lady who did a little too much. We're going to talk about her. But I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. And I thoroughly enjoyed rewatching it to get the screenshots, honey. I thoroughly did. And I might watch it again tonight. I might.
I wouldn't put it past you.
Because there's several lip syncs. Oh, so when we rank the lip syncs for this season.
Well, we don't have a whole bunch because of this episode.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about this later, but we need to go ahead and rank the UK versus the world and make a video on that, but we'll do that later. But anyway. Oh, so are you ready to get into this episode?
Yes.
I'm ready to get into it. I'm ready to talk.
You ready to talk, honey?
I'm ready to talk.
Ready to talk.
First, okay, right off the jump, remember this scene right here? When I took a screenshot of it?
Yes.
And I said, watch this come back to bite them in their tails.
Yeah. Wait, why did they show this part first?
Yes.
And I was like, am I watching the wrong episode?
I'm like, oh, they are shady. They knew what they were doing when they put that there. And I'm glad I brought that up in our review. I'm like, why leave that one small comment in by Willow? If we weren't, and then boom, here we go, Snatch Game.
Payoff 3 episodes later.
Baby, that's storytelling. The producers doing their job, and I appreciate it.
For once.
For once.
The right way.
So before we get into the lip sync battle royale, we must talk about Miss Ma'am here.
Miss Bitter Betty.
Now, here's the thing. I didn't disagree with what she was saying.
Right. She's just really annoying in her delivery.
She was honest on the fact that, yeah, Georges and Jasmine really did do the worst. They all sucked. But them two bombed the hardest.
Yes.
So I understood that statement, but it's the way she says it that rubs me the wrong way.
Yes.
The way you can say it without coming off offensive.
Or bitter.
Sorry, saying no offense before a statement does not excuse the offensive comment you just made.
No, because then that just means you're meaning what you're saying.
And it just really irritates, especially when she told Jasmine, you could have approached me one-on-one. No, ma'am. You approached the group when you had something to say about her and Georges. So she approached the group to respond to that. No, I didn't like that. And I think Jasmine said it. She says no offense so that nobody will say anything back to her. But baby, not I, said the cat. Not I. And I'm glad Jasmine brought it up. You know, Jasmine has not been my favorite this season, but you know what? I was proud.
She made a real good.
And you know, I gotta give Diabetes her props. She is giving us good TV.
Yes.
I'll say that she's giving us good TV. So that's why, I don't take anything too personal. I'm like, but still, like that just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Just that that's always bothered me. I've had to tell people at work, stop saying no offense before you say something offensive because I'm going to punch you.
Because you mean
no offense, but yes, honey, let's get into this lip sync battle royale Lollapalooza extravaganza eleganza the third on this evening. So up first in her UK versus the world promo outfit is RuPaul.
But I like the shoes or the stockings or whatever that.
I love this whole outfit. I just wanted to point out that this is the outfit she did her UK versus the world promo shoot in.
You got to recycle the outfit sometimes.
She always does that. If you pay attention somewhere through one of the seasons, you'll be like, oh, there's the promo for that. Oh, there's the promo for that. I don't hate it because this is a good look. This is a really good look. This is probably my favorite look RuPaul has done all year. I love this look. She got a little pad going on. She got a little hip action here. But it's all right though. Now the wig, I wish it was just a little bit lower. But other than that, everything else is amazing. Amazing. Zaldi did that, Raven did that, and whoever did the hair did that, okay? But we didn't get a little intro for the judges. I'm like, I know this is supposed to be like extra special. They're just gonna lip sync. I fully understand that. But you still could have introduced Michelle Carson and Ross.
Right? Because I didn't even know Ross was there.
I'm like, they're just here for a show. Honestly, that's all they're here for is the show.
Exactly.
And I'm not mad at it. Here is our top 8 queens on episode 11. But
how many more episodes we got? Like 18?
Not that many. Because it's gonna finish early April, so we have like maybe 3 or 4. This is episode 11. We got 5 more episodes, 3 competitive episodes, reunion, and then the finale. So we're towards the end, and honestly, with the chocolate bar still being in effect, they're gonna have to do a double elimination.
Yeah,
for there to be at least 4 queens in the finale. They're gonna have to do a double elimination.
Yes.
I don't know when they're gonna do it, but it's gonna have to happen. But anyway, one thing I want to say: why they make why they make Deja get in full drag to literally walk on the stage then walk off?
Because it's Drag Race.
No. Here's what they should have did. They should have let Deja get in full drag and then have her go sit with the judges. So she can sit there and watch the show in person. Now, don't get me wrong, she gets to go backstage and watch it there. But I think that would have been a really cool, extra thing because she won. She gets to watch this right there. Well, right. It's kind of cat a quarter, right there. So she can sit right up front.
I guess like their whole thing was like, oh, we'll do this and then we'll surprise her with whoever comes through.
And I completely get that. But I just wanted more for Deja because she
won and she deserved her moment.
But yeah, she gets to go backstage because of this lip sync Lollapalooza SmackDown. And she's backstage getting ready to watch these queens do what they do.
My bladder hurt for her.
So before we go through, I'm going to explain the rules of the lip sync Lollapalooza.
Okay.
So basically, they're going to all lip sync against each other. If you win the lip sync, you're safe. If you lose the lip sync, you have to lip sync again. They keep going until one queen goes home. They really should have sent 2 home. They really should have sent 2 queens home last night. They should have. Because, I said that last week. I'm like, with this Lollapalooza, this is a good way to get rid of 2 queens. And they really could have. They really could have. But they didn't. I'm a Hirsch. Be quiet. Because, like I said, I overall enjoyed this episode. So basically, There's going to be a pit crew member who's going to pull a ball out one of those little raffle thingies, and who's ever initials on there gets to pick their opponent.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. And then there was a gag on top of that. The opponent gets to pick the song. I was like, oh, baby.
Right? And it just so happened that all of them was like, yeah, I like this kind of song. Oh, yeah, I like this kind of song. And I was like, are you sure you should be having this discussion?
I like that twist. That was good. Because that gives them both, oh, you think you finna lip sync against me? Well, guess up, girl. We finna do respect. So
I can give you what you want.
Yeah. But anyway, we get back on the main stage. There's our pick room member. I think they said his name was Calix, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Out JK, which stands for Jasmine Kennedy. So Jasmine gets to pick her opponent. And who did she choose?
Petty.
I would have done it too. I would have done it too. I would have chose Diabetes as well. And that's her look when she picked her. That is her face. She was over it. But and look at Deja, she's living. She's like, and look at her, kicked off her shoes. I ain't mad at you, honey. Kicked them shoes.
Okay. Out. Look, I got in full drag, but I can halfway undrag.
So the songs that she get to choose from are Respect by Aretha Franklin, Never Too Much by Luther Vandross, Don't Let Go by En Vogue, Love Don't Cost a Thing by Jennifer Lopez, and Radio by Beyonce. 2 Beyonce songs this season. We've been begging for Beyonce songs forever, and we finally get it. We get 2 in one season. Thank you.
Yeah.
Never chose the songs this season. Thank you. So, LaCresha, I'm sorry, but you were up for elimination.
God bless it.
And Jasmine Kennedy chose you to lip sync against. But you get to pick the song.
Right.
Which one of these songs you picking?
I did the same thing Dia did and picked Respect.
Yeah. I would have done Respect or Don't Let Go against Jasmine, just something slower to get her. But if like somebody else chose me and I'm ready to have a good time, I would have chose Never Too Much or Love Don't Cost a Thing. Never Too Much.
Never Too Much.
Baby, I would have gave you Backyard Barbecue Realness. I would have pulled out the electric slide.
That part.
I would have gave you everything you needed, okay?
Backyard family reunion karaoke.
You were at the cookout over there watching me just getting down.
Dun, 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 dun.
Baby. But Diabetes was smart and chose Respect by Aretha Franklin.
The shade of it all.
And I can't wait to see how this turns out.
And she's like, wait, I don't have my glasses. But I like that callback.
I did too. That's why I had to get this screenshot. I had to. So what did you think of the lip sync Respect by Aretha Franklin?
I think Jasmine was doing too much, and I agree. Dia was given what needed to be gave with that song.
Yeah, in my opinion, Jasmine Kennedy did way too much for what the song called. Did Diabetes do amazing? No, but she captured what the song really was, and I enjoyed her performance way more. Like, look at this crap. Look at this. This is not what you do to Respect.
Exactly. All these flips and dips and backflips and jumps and splits. And like, why? What is the point?
This is not, and plus she didn't know the words. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like when the second verse kicked in and every time it came to her, she did not know the words. That alone, I was like, oh yeah, Diabetes gonna win. She don't know the words. She don't know. How you gonna say this is a drag classic and you don't know the words? Baby, but hey, there it was. They're all clapping like, yay! And they announced that Diabetes is the winner of the lip sync. Do you agree?
Yeah, for all intents and purposes.
I agree as well, which means Jasmine Kennedy is still up for elimination and must step to the back of the stage to see who she's going to face later on tonight. So we got Calix back over here. I hope that's his name. I hope I'm not got this.
Yeah, it's Calix.
Okay. So Calix is back at the little raffle thing, and he pulls out WP, which stands
Willow Pill.
Willow Pill.
Willow Pill.
Willow Pill is gonna win this season. It's either gonna be Willow Pill or Bosco. Willow Pill is so damn strategic. She's like, I wanted to get picked, so I can choose the song I want. So you know what? I'm gonna pick the girl that I know will pick the song that I want to lip sync to.
Mm-hmm.
If that, which turned out to be Bosco. And look at her face. She's like, me? Why you pick me? Girl, what's going on here? She was a nervous mess this whole night.
Yes.
This whole night. My poor baby.
Yes.
My poor baby. But she chose Never Too Much by Luther Vandross. And RuPaul was living when Bosco chose that song. You can tell this is one of Ru's favorite songs.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my screenshots that I got for this lip sync include RuPaul having a ball at the station, honey.
Yes.
Having her best life up there. Baby, you
living.
She was on that stage for a minute.
Yes.
And another person, why did we wait 14 years to get a Luther Vandross song? We all know he was part of the community. We all know. So it's just, but anyway, we finally got it. Luther Vandross, Never Too Much, Never Too Much. And this was, now Bosco did an amazing job. She did. But Willow ate that stage up. These were two where RuPaul, I was trying to catch her mid lip sync, but she was living here and here. Like, Willow ate that. What did you think of this lip sync?
It was really good.
And look, Angelia's living back here too. I wanted to get the screenshot because Angie's back there living for Willow. She's back there living. Oh, ma'am, give her the crown. Give her the crown. Oh my goodness. Like, just eating up another moment where RuPaul was living. Oh, baby, you know this is Ru's favorite song.
Yes.
Just eating it up. But I want to give Bosco some props too, because she was doing good. It's just Willow was really, there's another part where RuPaul really into it right there.
Oh my love.
It's just, it was so good. This lip sync was so good. One of my favorites of the night. So I haven't decided which lip sync was my favorite. I'm torn between this one and another, but really good. But they're still going. I took a lot of screenshots. Okay, this one should.
You really did. All I have to say is, Bosco, that tuck is just
baby.
That tuck, man.
Baby, Trinity who? Trinity who?
I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, you bend over and you can't see a moose knuckle, nothing.
But Willow Pill won the lip sync. Do you agree with Willow Pill winning?
Yes.
I do as well. But that means Bosco is still up for elimination and must return to the back of the stage.
They knew what they were doing.
So now we have our final three contestants. Now, they're going to lip sync against each other. So this time, Calic is actually going to pick who gets to choose the song. So he pulls out, and it's J for Georgia. And Georgia chose Radio by Beyonce. I was gagged. I was with them. You couldn't tell me she was not finna pick J-Lo. I'm like, oh, she finna pick J-Lo. She finna wear them out. Oh, she finna wear them out to J-Lo. Baby, that love don't cost a thing. She finna wear them out. And then she said Radio. This was my face when she said Radio. I'm like, Radio? But okay. So here's Radio. Lady Camden, Angeria Paris Van Michaels, Georges. What did you think of this lip sync?
You know, It was pretty good. I don't know. It was a lot. It was a whole lot.
Here's my this is the one lip sync I do not agree with the winner. I really thought Angie embodied more of what the song was supposed to be.
Right? I thought Angie was the one that was gonna be safe the first time.
Like, she really ate the stage up. She demanded your attention.
Yes.
When they were all three on this screen, I didn't see these two. I went straight to Angie.
And she's the one in black.
But don't get me wrong, Miss Georges was bucking and now Lady Camden, I don't know what she was doing this episode. I mean, not this episode, this lip sync. But Angie and Georges, oh, they were cutting up. They were cutting up. Angie and Georges was getting it. They were getting it. And like I said, Lady Camden was just there. And then we get this funny part where we got Dip. You can see her wig.
At least it didn't fall off.
At least it didn't fall off. But anyway, we got a Dip. Then we got another Dip.
And everybody's like, are we going to get a third Dip? No.
We kind of did, but
it was just really late.
Not even it was really late. She did it slowly. And then also, you know, the originally dips aren't really as hard as what these. She does a really good dip. Angie kind of threw herself on the ground. But, you know, she does a really good dip. And she did like a really slow one. But yeah, at the point she did it, it was too late. We were out the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Because I think that moment would have saved everybody.
But there's the lip sync and RuPaul announces, oh wait, the little shade to seduction.
Yeah. She's like, they look like a whole little girl group over there.
Yes, look just like seduction. She's like, you wish seduction looked like this. I was like, yes, you can tell they're having a good time this episode. Mm-hmm. They're like, you know, this was right in the middle of, you know, I think some places started opening back up, but like nothing was like fully open yet. So they probably haven't seen a good drag show in a minute. They were excited. I know I would have been. I'm like, yes, give me some dollars. I'll throw some dollars. But Georges won the lip sync. Do you agree with Georges winning the lip sync?
No, not really.
I don't.
I thought Angie kind of killed it.
Me too. Like, don't get me wrong. Georges did a good job. So, like, I'm not fully upset. But, like,
right.
I would have gave this to Angie. And plus,
it just kind of, it gave pick me vibes.
Listen, you know she loves Georges for some reason.
Yes.
Camden and Angie are still up for elimination and they must return to the back of the stage. Well, actually, they stayed there and the other two joined them up here because now we're entering the next round of the Lollapalooza.
Yes, round two.
Like Alec pulled out Lady Camden. And Lady Camden chose she chose Bosco. Again, Bosco is
in her head.
She was in her head. And I have a theory. We're going to discuss this after the final lip sync. But she gets to choose. Oh, yeah, she started crying because she didn't want to lip sync against Angie. But she chose Don't Let Go by In Vogue. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what is these two white queens going to do to Don't Let Go?
They was going to stand there and be stiff.
I'm like, what they going to do? Baby, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to watch. And baby, they shut me up, honey. They shutted me up. Because baby, when I tell you, lady, this was the closest lip sync in my opinion. This was the closest one. Because when I tell you, these two gave what needed to be given. Oh my goodness. And this shot right here. Like, I've been seeing this shot all over Twitter. Whoever was the camera person that day, give them a raise, honey. Because this shot right here, I retweeted a post that said, this shot right here is going to get them another Emmy.
Yes.
This shot right here. Like, oh my, wow.
I
Oh,
see you took a screenshot every moment, every second.
oh, it was so good. It was so good. It was so good. RuPaul was living. Oh, it was just yes. Yes, but overall, in my opinion, this was the closest lip sync to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like they both really gave what needed to be given.
I low key thought Bosco was gonna get this.
And this is the part of the episode where Daya got really horny.
Raunchy. Oh my goodness. I want to sit on her face.
I'm like, ma'am.
Ma'am.
You can tell they've been sequestered for a while. They're starting to look at each other.
Right?
But yes, they were giving what needed to be gave. It was really good. Uh-oh. Well, won't it let me go any further? You want to play? I can play too. Hold on. Let me find the exact screenshot that is. That is this one. So we're on this screenshot. There we go. You want to play? I can play too. There we are. Here we go. Really giving it. Oh, the split that Bosco did at the end. I'm like, yes. But we find out that the winner of the lip sync is Lady Camden. Do you agree with Lady Camden winning?
I thought Bosco had it, but I'm all right with Lady Camden taking it.
I thought Lady Camden won. I did. I really just enjoyed Lady Camden more in this. Mm-hmm. Like I said, this one was the closest one, in my opinion, to pick a winner. Because they both, like if she would have said, Shantae, you both stay, I would have been perfectly fine with that.
That part.
But they're like, no, we still have to do more lip sync. So only one of them. And Lady Camden moved on, which means Bosco is still up for elimination.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just see it on her face. She is pressed. She is over it. She is like, what is going on? I don't like this. Mom, come get me. I am scared.
Right.
But because we're down to our final two queens, they don't get to choose a song. They don't choose their lip sync against. They have to lip sync to Love Don't Cost a Thing by Jennifer Lopez. And it's going to be Jasmine Kennedy versus Angeria Paris Van Michaels. What did you think of this lip sync?
I was afraid for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But then like them Angie just kind of like pulled it out of nowhere.
Yeah, this one for me is my least favorite of the night. I still think they did a good job, but it's just, once again, Jasmine was just doing a little too much for me in this one.
A whole lot too much.
I got to give it to her. With Love Don't Cost a Thing, this was the one she could have pulled out the cartwheel, the dip. Like, I would have been perfectly fine with this song if she would have did it. I felt like she did it too early with Respect. Like, this would have been the song for her to do all that too. And like, she didn't really do much. And what she did do, I'm like, honey, that don't really fit the song. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I understood with Angie winning, but like me, I'm beefing with whoever chose the arrangement of this song because they didn't get my favorite part of Love Don't Cost a Thing. You know what my favorite part is?
Which part?
It's the part towards the end. And she says, my love don't cost a thing. A thing. I was waiting for it. I'm like, oh, Jasmine might eat up that part right there. If she give it to us. But I'm like, wait, the song ended. I'm like, no, they didn't do my favorite part. They always do my favorite part in the songs. I always get my favorite part in every song that they've done that I've loved. And I'm like, they didn't give me my part. No. Do it over. No. Start over right now. Add that back in. Mr. Producer Man. Can you that song, that piece back in? But as you can see, this one had the least amount of screenshots. But Angie won. Which means Jasmine is still up for elimination.
Which made sense, because I'm like, she's been at the bottom too much. She can't sit here and send somebody home who's only been in the bottom this one time.
I completely understand that, but at the same time, I truly felt like she lost all three of her lip syncs.
Who?
Jasmine.
She did.
Yeah, I truly feel like she lost them.
Because she kept doing too much. Like, this isn't a show like that you're getting money for, and they're not always going to be sitting there looking for you to do tricks and dips and flips and everything else. Sometimes they just want to know that you know the words, that you understand.
Oh,
the
and
song.
she didn't know the word to "Love Don't Cost a Thing" either. She didn't know the words. I caught that.
I saw that.
I caught that. She did not know the words. She did not.
And it was like she just thought, oh, well, I'm going to get up here and dip and flip and turn and twist, and they're not going to know that I don't know the words.
But we did. So the final lip sync Lollapalooza SmackDown is between Bosco and Jasmine Kennedy. At this point, I was like, Bosco's going home. And let me explain why I thought that. Her first two lip syncs, you can see she was clearly in her head, but she still delivered in the lip sync. But beforehand, you could tell she's defeated. Afterwards, you could tell she's defeated. And honestly, I truly felt like I didn't know what the final song was going to be, but I'm like, watch this be what keeps Jasmine here. Because, you know, they love to gag the kids. They love to gag us. It would be the ultimate gag, sending Bosco home right here.
Yeah.
So I was sitting here, I'm like, damn, she's finna go home. Or there's another theory I have about Bosco now that we know she stayed, but we're going to get to that after we talk about this lip sync. They got the song Swept Away by Diana Ross. Now, I haven't heard this in a minute. I haven't heard it.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
I've heard it because, you know, I love me some Diana Ross, but like, it's been a minute. I think I was working at Sefco the last time I heard this song.
Ooh, that was like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, that's the last song I can actually remember playing it because I remember I was mopping to it. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so they lip sync to Swept Away by Diana Ross. And let me tell you, Miss Bosco
was giving.
Yes, ma'am.
She said, I'm not going home today.
I'm not going home. No.
No ma'am, no ham, no spam, no turkey.
And then she's trying to be all campy. I'm like, no, this is not a song to be campy to. Especially when y'all know RuPaul loves Diana Ross. You know that. That's common knowledge. But overall, Miss Bosco ate her up. And see, up to this point, they were pretty even. I'm like, ooh, I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know how it's going to go. But then Bosco went for the kill. Baby, she said, let me pull out my stripper moves. Let me show you where y'all can kiss it, okay? Because, honey, she ate that up. So we find out the winner of the final lip sync is Bosco.
Yes.
Do you agree with Bosco winning?
Yes.
I do as well. I do as well.
And then immediately Bosco's like, I gotta pee.
I would say that too, honey. After all that. But it's time to say Jasmine. But wait. We still got that damn chocolate bar in play. I forgot about that. I forgot about the chocolate bar until RuPaul said, now it's up to the drag gods. I'm like, oh my God, the chocolate bar. It's so long since somebody went home.
Oh, yeah. It's been like, what, 3-4 episodes?
My God, no. So she pulls it out. She opens it up. And it's chocolate.
It's just chocolate.
Which means we will be saying goodbye to Jasmine Kennedy. And oh, this is just the exit look. I love that tie-in to her entrance look. I thought that was cute. I really did. Although this exit look was way better than that entrance look, if we want to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, honey, because that entrance look was boo-boo trash. And then, you know, normally we don't see this walk here. I thought that was that we saw this walk here. But I'm like, this is a cute way to remember Jasmine. And she left. She probably knew going into it that she didn't have a good chance of surviving this. But you know, she walked out with her head held high. She had a decent run on the show.
A long one.
She had a long one, but it was a decent one.
Mm-hmm.
She got to share her truth. I honestly,
She got to come out multiple ways.
Obviously, yeah, that was what I meant by sharing her truth. And you know, I really think she benefited the most, even though she never won. I think she got to show off a lot of her talents, and
Yeah,
I can see her being one of those who come back to All Stars quickly.
yeah, on some Jan sports stuff.
You know, they just announced that they're going to shoot 7 this year. I can see them being like, "Hey, Jasmine, you want to come back for 7?" And I can see her possibly getting her first win, maybe even 2 wins, depending on, you know, if they change up the format or not.
Mm-hmm.
I think with a little time, she'll be unstoppable.
Right.
Will
fix her makeup.
Yeah, hopefully she's noticed. But I've seen a few pictures of her here recently.
Mm-hmm.
The mug is right. So hopefully she saw the issues, kind of like Jimbo, saw the issues, went home and fixed it. Or was at home, be like, oh, I need to do, oh, okay, I got it now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, we're saying goodbye to Jasmine. Now I want to go back to Bosco for a real quick second. Let's go back to Bosco. After this episode, I truly believe Bosco has the golden bar. And I truly believe with next week being a musical, she might be in trouble because I think she's still going to be in her head. Like, I really think 3 lip syncs are going to fuck with her. And if it's not the next episode, it's going to be episode afterwards. I feel like she's going to fall in the bottom. She's going to lose to maybe Deja. I don't know. No, I think Camden. I think Georges. I think Angie would do good in a musical. So maybe Daya Betty. Maybe Daya. I don't know.
If I'm going to pick like the 3 worst in a musical, it would be Georges, Deja.
Wait, Georges?
Yeah, because she didn't do good in the other thing either.
What other thing?
The 60s musical.
Yeah, but this Moulin Rouge looks more up her alley. You know what I'm saying? It looks more, I can see Georges really excelling.
Since they don't have to write their own song, I guess.
Yeah, I think Georges will do well. Hell, she might get another win next week.
Oh God, I hope not.
She might. But yeah, I feel like it's either going to be next week or the week after. Bosco's going to find herself in the bottom 2. She's going to lose the lip sync and she's going to have the chocolate bar. I say it right now. And if she does have the chocolate bar, she's winning the season. I'm saying it now. If she does have that chocolate bar, she's winning the season.
Do any of us have Well, I know I don't, but do you have Bosco?
I have Bosco. Yes. Because remember, I was torn between Bosco and Camden. And I went ahead and just put Bosco down, which it looks like Bosco and Camden's going to make it at this point. But yeah, I truly believe if she does have that chocolate bar, she's going to win the season. I say it now. Either her or Willow. At this point, I see her or Willow winning. I don't think they're going to give the crown to Angie at this point. Unless Angie can turn it around, because in my opinion, although she's still up here, she's been doing this. She's starting to do this.
Right.
So we really got to see how she does in this musical next week for me to fully think if Angie's going to win or not. I need to see the musical. That'll be the final. If I think Angie's going to win or not.
Stamp of approval.
Right now.
Because I think she's still got a pretty decent chance of being in the top 4, but
yeah,
winning, I think that might be questionable.
If Bosco has that golden bar, she's going to win. If she does. Because I think, I said it from the jump, I think Bosco or Angie has the golden bar. But after this episode, I now believe it's Bosco. But next week, like we mentioned before, they did do the Georges. Do the Georges. I thought that was too funny. I'm like, I have to get a screenshot of that. And I think this is the first time they did the little dance in the workroom, which I'm like, okay, okay, I'm here for that. So next week they will have the Moulin Rouge, the musical. I'm so excited for this. I am so excited for this. Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Moulin Rouge, that musical.
And Leslie Jordan's gonna be there. Leslie. The only thing is he's not gonna be on the judging panel. They have somebody else there. I didn't know who that was.
Oh.
I didn't know who that lady was, so I was like, oh, but he's gonna be there, so that's great. He's gonna direct the musical.
Hey, he's gonna block him.
It's gonna be fun.
Yes.
It's gonna be fun. I'm excited for next week. You know, I love a good musical, so I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. But yeah, that is the episode. It was such a fun episode. I really enjoyed it. We had to say goodbye to Jasmine Kennedy.
Yes.
And I was gonna wait for next week because I wanted to do like a little news section like we've been doing, because there's been some news for Drag Race Philippines and some other stuff that I wanted us to talk about, which we'll do next week. But one thing,
because the trailer for Espana 2 came out.
it did, and that just made me even more excited. But there's one thing I want to talk about before we go. Cornbread broke our heart this week.
Yeah. I saw that too.
Not be returning for season 15.
Yeah.
Now maybe this is just to throw us off, but I don't think yeah.
I don't think so. I don't. I think
and
it
hurts
was
my feelings because we know Victoria Scone has turned down season 4, and now she's turning down season 15. I'm like, oh, I want y'all back on my TV. But I can see Cornbread coming back for All Stars. She's not gonna come back for season 15. I can see like in a year or two, Cornbread coming back for All Stars.
right. I don't understand why they have to come back for the next season anyway. It should be like you come back in a season and a half or something like that. I don't know. But I can understand why she wouldn't want to, especially since she's like, one, she's mid-transition.
Yeah, she's
and then
transition.
Yeah, one, she's mid-transition, and then two, this is so soon after filming that we don't want to have another Veronica Green situation where,
Honestly,
you don't have enough time.
Her though. I don't think they would have done that to her. I think she would have made it to the finale like Eureka did. Honestly, she probably would have won. I'm just being honest. If she would have came back for 15, she would have won.
Yeah.
I'm just being real. I know we're still on 14, and they haven't even started well, they've casted it, but they haven't started secluding the girls yet. They won't do that until around May. But yeah, so we'll know for sure in May if Cornbread's telling the truth or not. We're gonna find out around May. But I think she's telling the truth.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt not seeing her there because I really want a full season of Cornbread. I only got a small little piece. I got
a taste. I need the rest. I need the rest of my pan, man.
You just gave me a forkful. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I wanted more. Call me break. Give me more.
And my taste buds a little greedy. Why you think I'm so hefty?
We some big people. Like you just can't give us a fork.
That part.
But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap things up here. LaCresha, where can they find you on the social media platforms?
You can find me at Cresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, pocket full of bud, mama. But if I'm not there, you can find me on social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And guess what? We'll see you next time. Bye.